is she? What is she doing? She making a video. Oh my god. Flower, flower, flower. That was in my head the entire time. Hi guys, what's up? It's me, Dani, and welcome back to my channel. I am alive indeed. If you were wondering, no one probably was, because this is how I roll, one video a month. Today I thought I would sit down and kind of just chit chat whilst eating my dinner because I actually haven't eaten anything all day. I had like one roll of sushi and some juice and milk tea today, which is really bad because my eating habits just have gone down the drain and I literally only eat like 2 small meals a day, which is really bad. But anyways, we'll get on to that in the video. Today I'm doing a mukbang and it's just going to be me simply just, I literally have no idea what I'm going to talk about, but we're going to talk about my life and how I've been the past few months, like towards 27. Shit, it's 2018. Oh my god, it's not. It's 2019. It's 2019, yeah. Yeah. Today I have some dim sims. This is literally my life, my student lunch life. This is all I eat. And some noodles. Again, literally my student lunch life. Okay, so I'm actually so hungry. Haven't eaten anything. Literally nothing today, so this is so good. Okay, this ramen, what is ramen? This ramen is literally called Jin ramen. Jin ramen, literally Jin ramen is the greatest thing. It's Korean ramen. I don't know the difference, but it's Korean ramen. Okay, where do I start? So I guess end of 2018. I don't even remember like the videos I've uploaded, to be honest. I remember my last video was the Korean K-pop reaction video. Was my last video I uploaded. I don't remember what I uploaded before that, if I'm honest with you. What did I upload? Boxing Day haul, Lovebed Studios. Okay, I'm pretty proud of myself for uploading those 3 videos. I really tried my hardest to upload those videos, to be honest, because 2018, end of 2018 was a really rough patch. So I want to say from November, I guess, November to December was a really rough patch for me, and I don't want to come here and say, oh, like, please have sympathy for me because I was so depressed or whatever. I'm simply just using this platform as a way to vent, because I haven't really talked about that period of my life to anyone. Well, I have told my friends like what happened and stuff, and those are the only people that really talked about what happened, and it wasn't dramatic, but like in my life it was pretty hard hitting. End of November, early December was probably the roughest period during 2018 because we had to put down our dog Fluffy. He was in our family for 14 years and I didn't even realize he was in our family for 14 years, which is crazy, but it was time to let him go. End of November, my mom had been kind of like saying that we should put him down, but I have, like, my entire life so far, I mean, I'm only 19, but like since I've gotten him and like since he started slowing down, my biggest fear in life was putting him down. I didn't know how I would with the loss and the aftermath. I was really scared of how I was going to be affected, and I just didn't want it to happen. Like, when you have a dog, you try your hardest to prevent that happening, but I guess it's gonna, it will always happen. You can't prevent prevent these things. So yeah, end of November, my mom was trying to suggest that we should do it, and I was like, I don't think we should. Like, I wasn't mentally ready to put him down, and I think that was what hit me the most, is that I wasn't mentally ready to put him down. And I've always said that I would do it and we would make that call when I was mentally ready. I didn't want to break down. Like, I wanted it to be a smooth process, but because it happened so quickly, I was like, all the preparations started on the, I want to say the 3rd or the 2nd. Sunday, my brother and his fiance came over, and my mum was talking about Fluffy and how he's being a bit aggressive now. He was always an aggressive dog. Like, during the past few years, he was an aggressive dog, but it was getting really bad. Like, you couldn't even touch him. Like, us as owners couldn't even touch him. Yeah, my mom was really considering it, so she talked to my brother and he was like, yeah, I think it's time to put him down. His fiance is a dog lover. Like, she loves her dogs to bits. So when she heard that, she was like, I think it's time to put him down. He was really old, he had arthritis, and it was just getting really, really bad. I didn't realize how bad it was getting until we actually put him down, and the vet said, oh, he possibly was blind as well, because I remember during his last few weeks he couldn't really see. Like, we had to guide him where he was going, and I instantly thought it was just because his hair was like always in his face. He was a really fluffy dog, so his hair was always in his face, so I just thought it was that. But the vet said he's already 14 years old in human years, so there was a big possibility that he might have been blind, but obviously they didn't do those testings before that. So we put him down on December 5th. It was a really, really, really hard day for me. I think the night before I was trying to, that was the time I needed to mentally prepare myself, because I knew the next day it was the last day. Literally couldn't sleep. He was in our living room because it was like 40 degrees outside, so we let him in. He slept in our living room, and that night I wanted to stay by his side the entire time. The next morning is when we had to put him down. I didn't know if I wanted to be there or not. Ultimately, I made the decision to not be there. I wasn't mentally prepared to witness that, so that day, I had work that day anyway, so I left home early, but I left home really early because I didn't want to see the vet. I didn't want to see anything happen. I wanted my last memory of him being in his dirt spot. It was such a hard day for me. I went to work and I didn't know if I was mentally capable of like talking to people, because it was such a hard-hitting day for me, but I was able to get through the day, and I didn't even tell anyone at work. I kind of just had to put that mask on and get through life, which is what we should be doing as humans. Like, we shouldn't let personal matters interfere with our work ethic and how we work. Came home, and I think coming home was even harder because I knew that he was gone. I had to talk to my parents as if I was strong, because I don't think they knew how hard it hit me. So I kind of just was like, oh, how did it go? They're like, yeah, it happened, and they took him away. And it was like, oh, okay, cool. Then I went to my room and I literally just bawled. I literally cried so much, and I had to hide it because my parents didn't think that I'd get so affected. My mom knew I was gonna get affected, and she knew that I was affected, but she wanted to give me space, so she didn't really bother me at all. So I talk about it and I don't cry, because I've gotten past all the grieving and whatnot. Sometimes I still ponder about it and I get upset, but like it doesn't get to the point where I will cry anymore, because I think I've just accepted that he was really old and it was really time for him to go. I remember throughout December and throughout January we had crazy hot days, like 42-degree weather. I honestly don't know how he would have handled that, and I think he would have had a more painful death, honestly, if he had survived, if he had to go through those really hot days. I'm glad we put him down when we did, because everything happens for a reason, and he had a really peaceful death. I'm really happy that it went really smoothly. The vet said that it went really smoothly too. So social media has really stopped for me. Like I post regularly, but like the motivation isn't there anymore. I think because I was like in a really bad mindset, and after that I tried to be on my game, because we had a lot of promotional stuff for a loft bed studio, so I had to like post every day, and I had to post stuff on my account. But like in terms of like my own posts and stuff, I lost all my motivation for that, and I still am in that phase. Like I still don't know what to post anymore. Just let that go and let life do its thing, because it's not a priority in my life. But yeah, that's I guess why I was really slow on videos and really slow on social media. I tried to be as active as I was early last year, but it just took a toll on me, and I really couldn't keep up with everything. So I took a step back. I took a step back. Yeah. Oh, I want more noodles. I can't stop eating. Ah! So yeah, I took a break from social media for a bit. It wasn't that long of a break. It was like probably 2 weeks, which is I wouldn't even say it was 2 weeks. It was probably like a week. But for me that's a lot, because I haven't slowed down on social media literally since I got it. I just needed that time to just step back and kind of just process everything that was happening. So yeah. That's why, I guess, if you were wondering why I was gone, like, I don't think anyone cares, but if anyone was, that's why. I know 2018 was, like, overall, like, I wouldn't give it a time frame, but end of 2018 was kind of rough. Like, that was probably the biggest thing about my life that I was struggling with, but also self-esteem and self-confidence, and, like, how I perceived myself was really taking a toll on me. There were days where I felt just so insecure for no reason. Like nothing was changing in my life, but there were days where like I just felt like I needed to prove myself to everybody I had come across. I felt so intimidated by people who had a higher standing compared to me. So 2018 was rough. Like towards the end I just went into a total ditch essentially, and was struggling to get myself out of it. A lot of stuff on social media kind of brought me back up. Like everyone was like 2019 new year new me kind of thing, you know, like everyone was so positive that 2019 was going to be a good year, and I had to really like pick myself back up. I've used all those posts and inspirational quotes and all that to like really pick myself back up, because I knew I couldn't just stay in that like low self-esteem, low self-confidence hole for like the first 6 months of 2019 at least. I couldn't stand it, and I really needed to change it. As each day passed, it got better, and honestly that's all I can say to people who are going through a really rough period. You just need to take each day as it comes and tackle it as hard as you can, because then you will overcome whatever you're going through. I felt like that was the biggest tip that anyone could have given me at that time. Even during like days in high school where I felt like I was like in a shithole, and trust me, there were lots of those days. But the biggest tip my brother gave me during high school, during my like really low, like depressing days, I'm not even joking, it got really bad in high school, but we'll talk about that later. He told me and my cousins and everyone, because he was a social worker, so he kind of knew what we were going through. So the biggest tip he gave me was to just, you will get through it. You just have to tackle, and you just need to push yourself. You can't hide in a shell when you're in that mindset, because you're just never gonna get out of it. So I tackled each day as they came and saw it as a new opportunity to kind of just move on in life and get back to where I was in the beginning. So yeah, I can happily say now I'm back at square one, where I felt amazing. A lot of it right now is because I've started uni, and this is what I have been waiting for essentially for so many years. I have always wanted to become a registered nurse, and I always wanted to do nursing, and I wanted to be in the medical field, and it was a really bumpy road to get here, but like I am so extremely happy that I'm here now, and I'm studying nursing at my uni where I wanted to go like since end of high school, and I love every minute of it. I feel like you can't do a degree unless you love it, because if you do a degree and you hate it to bits, you're not gonna love your life. And I feel like everyone needs to do something that they love, otherwise you feel like your time is wasted, and it is if you're doing something you hate. But I'm just surrounded by so many people who have the same goal and have the same passion as I do, so yeah, I'm really happy at where I'm at right now, and I hope it gets only better for me. But yeah, that's where I am right now. I'll agree that it's going to be very overwhelming in the next few weeks, which is why I'm probably not going to be on YouTube as often as I want to. I will be on YouTube, but just not as frequently. Everyone knows medical students have it real hard, so I will be very busy for the next 11 weeks. So if I have any chance to upload a video, I will definitely, but it's just not gonna be as consistent as it used to be. It was never consistent, but you know what I mean? Like, I'll probably upload every 2 months or 3 months now. Ugh, okay, so what else has happened in my life? A lot has happened in my life, but those are probably the two biggest things that have happened in the last 3 months or whatever, however long it's been. I've done a lot of work with Loftbed Studios again. We released the whole series, as you guys know. How to Write Your Soul is officially over and out there in the world, so guys, you should totally watch the whole series. I won't spoil anything yet, but there are a lot of projects coming out with Loftbed Studios. A project that I recently did with Chrissy May Valentine was Flower MV by Rohan, so you guys should totally check that out. If I can get a link to it, I'll chuck it down below. I'll add a little clip here of the makeup that I did for Chrissy May Valentine. That project was so cool to be in. That day was a very hectic day. I guess the 24 hours prior to that was even more hectic, because Chrissy May was like, alright girl, we got a 5 a.m. start, and I was like, okay. Managed to not have that 5 a.m. start. Did the makeup in a car park and filmed that music video. And we went till like, I don't know, 3 a.m. the next morning, which is crazy, but a lot goes into making a music video, guys. I didn't even know until we actually filmed that. So that was a dope time. Filmed a music video in the rain. You guys won't know that in the video, but we did. We filmed it in the rain, and fun times. Yeah, out already. Flower MV. It's such a bop, guys. You have no idea. Watch it, enjoy it, and follow Rohan, because like his aesthetic is great. Love it. I actually promoted it as if we had filmed that like 3 months ago. Little did I know we only filmed it last month. I had no idea. It's like been so long, so much has happened between now and last month. I guess that's pretty much it. Like, a lot has happened, but it's really hard to recap it in such a small period of time. But yeah, I'm almost done, guys. I'm almost done. I did it. I actually did it. Thanks so much for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you for getting real with me, real into that D&M sesh. I'll see you in the next 3 months. In the meantime, if you want to catch me on social media, you can definitely do that. My Instagram is at da.ni.gwee. Leave some suggestions down below because I really don't know what to film anymore. So I need your help, guys. Please leave something down below. Anything. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!